Welcome to the State Champs Esports Show. I am your new host, Joel Graves, here with Ethan Williams.
Hey everyone.
I'd like to give a breakdown of the show coming up. We're going to go over the divisions, and then we're going to go over a few of last week's games. Also, to wrap it up, we're going to go over the games upcoming. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors.
So up first we have our highlight sponsor for this week, which is Michigan Legacy Credit Union. And right now they have an awesome scholarship opportunity. The entry is due by June 1st, 2019. All entries must be a graduated senior in 2019 and registered at an accredited college or university. You'll get notified if you win the scholarship, and you need to include your high school transcript if you send it in.
I'd like to thank our other sponsors, Lawrence Tech, Respawn, Stryker, and Hungry Howie's.
For Division 1, at the top of our bracket, we've got Lake Orion High School, their first team. They've got two. We'll talk about UWU in a little bit. But yeah, Lake Orion High School is the top dogs in Division 1.
Dominating everything.
Not really, it's pretty close. They have 81 points. You can see here with Star International Academy trailing 1 point behind them, but that's only because they've played one more game. Lake Orion's played one more game than Star International, so that's where that 1 point discrepancy comes from. And then we have Troy High School trailing right behind them, and East Kentwood. And East Kentwood is kind of, here at the show, kind of our golden child this week. They had some impressive showings this week. Buchanan High School, right neck and neck with them. Lake Forest High School.
They've had a quite good start. They had a player of the week this time that we'll talk about later with Ali.
Yeah, Ali will give us a breakdown of Lake Forest showing this past week. That'll be exciting. And then at the bottom of our bracket, we've got Naperville North. They are sitting at the bottom of the bracket with 68 points. However, they haven't played as many games as the other teams. You know, get your games in. They're free points. Even if you lose, they're free points. Perhaps push you up in the standings a little bit. Who knows? And then we do have the International Academy Central, which has played 6 games as well, but they have a lower point total due to their late registration. But again, that's not a big deal. We're not super worried about that right now. As far as Division 2 goes, we have Athens High School being our top slot with 70 points. They're 8-1 right now, which is, oh yeah. I believe Munster and Carl Sandburg were tied for first, or they were very close first and second before this past week. And Athens High School came in, blew them out of the water, and is now 5 points ahead of every other team. Yeah, that's awesome. It's a big upset. Those are always fun to see in the standings. Makes for interesting commentary and speculations for the coming weeks. Then we've got, again, Munster and Carl Sandburg sitting at 65 points. Dakota High School behind them at 58. Unilab is at 57. We've got St. Clair at 56. CC is at 53. And then we have another late registration with De La Salle. So they don't have a whole lot of points.
On to Division 3.
Yeah, for sure. Let's look at that. We've got Birmingham United, the Seaholm High School team, I believe, is absolutely running away with the show in Division 3. They are 9-0. Just absolutely crushing, showing everybody who's boss, except for Granville. Granville is, you know, keeping it close. They're at 52. Birmingham is at 57, so they're 5 points away, but Birmingham does have a game up on them. But yeah, this division in particular is very close. For the third slot team, Normal Community High School, the next 5 teams, Milan High School, Brother Rice, Crestwood, and Adrian, are all within 2 points. They're all between 45 and 43 points. And then Dakota High School is bringing up the bottom end of the bracket with 39 points. So this is a very close-knit group. The race is tight.
On to Division 4.
Yeah, we'll talk about Division 4 for a little bit. So in Division 4, we have Warren Career Prep Center bringing up the lead with Chip Valley right behind them, 40 and 38. And then right behind them, we have Lake Orion. And Lake Orion High School, this is their second team. This is UWU. We mentioned UWU earlier. And UWU had a pretty great showing this week. Right behind UWU, we've got Divine Child, and then West Bloomfield, and then Loy Norix, MMSTC, the Macomb Math and Science Tech Center, and Elkhart High School. And this division is really close at the top with Warren Career Prep and Chip Valley being 40 and 38 points. And then the bottom is pretty close with Elkhart and MMSTC at 27 and 29.
For Division 4 for Lake Orion, ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah.
They had a Fiddlesticks get a quadra kill, just running it down. Yeah, that can really, you know, change the game when you, that's one away from an ace.
Absolutely. The Fiddlesticks ult late game, especially if you've got the Zonia's Hourglass.
Yep. You jump in, then you're protected, and you just kill everybody.
Absolutely. Savage and disgusting.
All right, how about we go on to Division 5?
For sure. Moving forward into Division 5, we have another team that is running away with their show with Clarkston High School is 8-0, 4 points ahead of the following team, Pinckney.
For Clarkston, they also had a pretty good play in the last week. They had a Talia W into a Draven double kill with his ultimate, which is really hard to hit. Landing up both those skill shots and then Draven finishing them off with his ultimate. It's not something you can do every single day when you get that synergy between teammates.
Yeah, for sure. Funneling gold into your Draven's always scary.
Yeah, especially with this passive.
Yeah, with the passive and the gold ramp on your ADC, it makes for a short game. So yeah, we've got Clarkston at the top, Pinckney in second place. Interestingly enough, Clarkston is 8-0 with 24 points. Pinckney, the second place team, is 5-5. They've played 10 games. They have played every game, and they're still 4 points behind Clarkston. Clarkston is smashing it, ladies and gentlemen. Anchor Bay's behind them with 19 points. Universal Learning Academy with 17. And then we actually have a wildcard team that got bumped up into Division 5 with Bentley High School.
That's always good.
16 points, yeah. Bentley got pushed up into Division 5, and they are making an excellent showing for themselves, and that is awesome.
They're showing they belong.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then we've got Perry High School, 3-4 with 13 points. West Catholic, 3-2 with 11. And then Schoolcraft is bringing up our bottom with 4 points.
All right, how about you close us out with Division 6?
We can talk about Division 6. If you insist, Joel, just for you.
Thank you.
So for Division 6, we have Pinckney High School and the Lizards.
The Lizards.
The Lizards.
For the Livonia Lizards, they also had a play last week.
Oh, why don't you tell me about that a little bit?
They ended up trading towers, but however, they got Dragon and then picked up 4 kills for 2, so nearly killing the entire. Yeah, like you can get a lot more towers than just one if you can clean up the team. So
absolutely,
plays coming in. Even though they're a Division 6 team, they're showing, hey, we can perform too.
We can do stuff.
Yeah.
Look at me, Dad. We can do stuff. Yeah, it's easy to win games on a power play. So, you know, if you're getting into league, remember, if you kill them, it makes it easier to win.
Slithering to victory.
Slithering to victory, as Lizards tend to. And then we've got Napoleon High School up at the top with Pinckney and the Lizards. Look, Napoleon is up there too with the points. They're 7-3. And then the standings for Division 6 kind of drop off after that. I say kind of, but severely drop off after that. And then we've got Livonia's team number 2, Phantom Esports, and they're 1-7. They've got 10 points. And then Grass Lake is 1-4. McBain 0-4, Austin Catholic 2-4, and North Lake 0-4. So yeah, the bottom end of this division, they've only played, 5-6 games. Try to get your games in, people.
Well, thank you, Ethan, for giving us a breakdown of all the divisions, including the wildcard teams. It is a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah, I'll see you next Monday.
Yeah, I'll see you next Monday. So now, after our quick commercial break, we'll have Ali break down the games of the week.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be, because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
Customers.
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Welcome back from our short commercial break. I am here with Ali.
How's it going, guys?
Who's going to go over our games of the week. So if you start us off with the first one you got for us.
So the first game was Lake Forest versus Buchanan. Now this one...
What's the one with the kill, triple kill?
Yeah, this one was with the triple kill you guys were talking about earlier. Now this is an interesting game because we've seen nothing but good things from Lake Forest, especially from the player Ticklefish 900.
What an amazing name.
I love it. I love it. Ticklefish. It's so funny. Where did you come up with that? It's great. Yeah. I think the reason they took that win was because of Ticklefish and his triple kill with Kale, which was really funny because I don't think that the Kale pick wasn't intended. That was kind of just like, you know.
I'm just going to pick Kale. I mean, Kale scales really well. If you can get her past 11 and 16, she'll just like melt everybody.
And clearly we see that triple kill really won them the game, no doubt. And honestly, we've been seeing really, really good things from Ticklefish this entire season. You know, we're halfway through this season. Every time, from what I'm seeing, I keep seeing Ticklefish come up somewhere.
Ticklefish performs.
In the end, Lake Forest took that W.
All right, how about you tell us for our second?
Well, as you guys have noticed, there wasn't really a second game.
Uh-oh. What happened there?
Unfortunately, Carl Sandburg had to forfeit the game. They really had no choice. There were circumstances that didn't allow their team to come together. So, Colin, I'm sorry, but your favorite team can't perform. I don't think this will limit them from being able to obviously make it to LTU, because I know that's his ultimate goal. He wants Carl Sandburg here at LTU. You know, it was a game for first place. It was a battle out for first place between Carl Sandburg and Athens, but it just didn't happen. And as you guys mentioned earlier, Athens is now first place in their division, and that's the only reason that happened was because
would have liked to see them battle it out.
Carl Sandburg had to forfeit. I don't know. I think I think Athens is a good team, but I also think Carl Sandburg is a good team. But I think it would have been a very close battle for first place, and it's just unfortunate to not have seen it. We will be able. I know we will be seeing a scrim match between them. Obviously, the stakes aren't high at all. It's a scrim match, but at least we would get the general basis.
We'll see who
could have taken that first place, and I'm really, really excited to see that.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for coming on the show.
Of course, anytime.
After another short commercial break, we'll come up with Colin for the upcoming games.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4, Tiger on the prowl.
Flavor fanatics will do anything for our one-of-a-kind flavored crust pizza with meal deals for every budget.
Hungry?
Howie!
It's hard for young people to get financed, and Michigan Legacy helped me get my first auto loan. For that, I'm forever grateful, and I love this credit union.
At Michigan Legacy Credit Union, students are eligible to get a car loan without a cosigner. We are offering car loans to members who are 18 years or older and have not established credit yet. If you have a job, Michigan Legacy Credit Union can provide a car loan you can afford, allowing you to make your first big purchase. Go to MichiganLegacyCU.org to learn more. Start your financial future with Michigan Legacy Credit Union.
Welcome back to the State Champs Esports Show. I am joined here with Colin.
Thank you for having me, Joel.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, not a problem.
Colin's going to go over our upcoming games of the week, and he'll discuss that.
So this week's going to be a little different. We have weeks 6 and 7 kind of bundled together. We're doing that to account for schools having their spring breaks this week. Yeah. So there's a lot of schools, the kids are off, they're all, wherever, Florida, Palm Beach, I don't care. So we're going to bundle them both together. And because of this, we will only have one game of the week each week. I'm sure we'll have some amazing matchups this week as we do every week, but there are really just a couple games that we have to take the time to highlight. The first of which is going to be our primary game of the week, which would be this week between East Kentwood and Troy High School. This is the first time we've highlighted either of these teams this tournament. And East Kentwood is just coming off of a couple of wins over Lake Orion High School and Star International Academy, who are the top 2 teams in their division.
Maybe they'll keep up the steam and get another W. Who knows?
I mean, I hope so. I'm hoping these aren't fluke wins. You see some runs every once in a while, and I'm hoping that's what happens. But who knows? Maybe they just got lucky those 2 days.
Yeah. Also talking about games previously in the previous segment, your favorite team didn't get to play.
Hey man, it's one game.
It's one game.
There's still more season. We've got the playoffs. It's just one game. They had a little bit of a hiccup. They're going to come back strong, and they're going to see them here at LTU. I promise you.
All right, that's a promise.
That's a promise. Write it down. Quote me. I don't care.
All right, I got it. They were all right. We'll see.
All right. So we're going to head over to our second game of the week, and this week we're going to leave it in the hands of our fans. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to our Twitter page. You're going to look for our handy-dandy Twitter poll, and we're going to give you about 4 or 5 games that you can pick from, and we're going to let you pick what game you want to see. This is going to happen not this week, but next week, and we're going to get a hold of those teams, and we're going to stream it on Twitch, and we're going to make sure that you see what you want to see. And I think this is something we're going to do going forward, so every week get ready to see that fan vote and pick the games that you want. I'm going to do De La Salle and Detroit Catholic Central. They're 2 of the teams at the bottom of their division, but it's kind of a battle for the city. And then I also want to put on our Twitter poll Clarkston. They're undefeated, and I believe they're playing Bentley this week, which is a team that was a wild card team that we moved up into Division 5. So I want to make sure we get those 2 highlighted. Outside of that, I think it's really anybody's guess. We may do some top teams, we may do some bottom teams, somewhere in between. So those are the ones that I think we're going to do for our Twitter poll. So we have a top team, then we have Battle for Detroit between Detroit Catholic Central.
Should be some interesting games coming up.
I hope so.
Yep. So I'd like to close us out here. I'd like to thank our sponsors again, Lawrence Tech, Respawn, and Stryker, Hungry Howie's, and our sponsor of the week, Michigan Legacy Credit Union. Without them, we couldn't do the things we do here today.
You're absolutely right.
It's a big help to have them sponsor us. I'd also like to mention that we are out there on social media, State CHAMPS Esports on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram.
And make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch to keep up on any and all of our games of the week for the rest of the season.
And do not forget to vote for the game that you guys want to see happen on our Twitter.
Yes, sir.
And that wraps it up.